right, Shalom. The elect of Israel. To the hopeful elect of Israel. You Hebrew Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. And the so-called foreigners, not so-called foreigners, but the foreign and Israelites that look like the other nations, scattered across the four corners of the earth. You want to face the east and give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, who led me to this truth, who've been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, justice, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, willing we be part of that number. Lord, willing this be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5, and is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9, and is unto a ring. 2 Esdras chapter 5, verse 42. Lord, one this is edifying to the flock. It's a lesson that the Lord put the Spirit on me to deal with today. And the lesson is, we are blessed to be underdogs for Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And you know what? One thing about his underdogs, I was listening to a lot of the big bros and the elders and apostles of Great Millstone this morning, as usual, before I went out to do camp. But I'll tell you one thing: we are not effeminate. We are not pussies. People think that people that come into the doctrine of Yahawashi, like the rest of these prophets, pussy ass, YouTube ass prophets, pussy ass, church ass prophets. We ain't no bitches. We're out here as men who serve Yahawashi, Yahawashi. And we're gonna tell you exactly how it is, and we don't give a fuck how you feel about it. We don't fucking care. IUIC, ISUPK, don't be some little weenies about it. Get the fuck from around us. We don't want to deal with you. We ain't got no problems fleshly, but we got problems spiritually. We don't want to deal with you. And I'm just a follower of Great Millstone. So how much more for the men of Great Millstone? We don't fuck with you. So we're going to start at Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. We don't need no fucking platform. We don't need no motherfuckers following us. We don't give a fuck about none of that. We want to serve Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. That's it. We're not here for us. We're here to tell you, get your shit in order or you're going to get fucking burnt. You think it's a game? Cool. We don't care, man. We don't care. We don't. We're here for the elect of Israel. That's it. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. And it reads, behold, at that time, I will do all that afflict thee. That's why we don't give a fuck. The Lord's gonna fuck your ass up. And I will save her that halted. Who's that? Men first and foremost of Israel. And gather her that was driven out, because we were scattered across the four corners of the earth. And I will get them, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. See? Everywhere where we've been put to shame, motherfuckers looking down on us. Motherfuckers trying to talk about, we got a problem because we trying to tell you the grape doctrine according to the law. Well, guess what? You got a problem with it. We don't give a fuck. We don't fucking care. We are not no pussies. We're gonna do Philippians chapter 3, verse 19. Hey, we ready to die for Yahawashi over here. We don't give a fuck about what none of you motherfuckers saying. We don't care. Zephaniah. Oh, wait. Philippians chapter 3, verse 19. And it reads, and let's start at 18. And it reads, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you, even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of the Mashiach, which is Christ in Paleo Hebrew. They are the enemies. Who gives a fuck about what their enemies think? We want them to be destroyed. Verse 19, whose end is destruction, whose God, their Most High, is their belly. They believe in this world, and whose glory, what do you say, Lord? And whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. Verse 20, and it reads, for our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord, Yahawashi Mashiach. That's what we look for. They look for what? Gains in this earth. That's all they care about. Shalom, shalom, brethren. Yahweh Shemel Shah Barak Atham. Shalom, Barak Atham means Shalakia. Atham. And shalom to all the ones who come across the common core whatever time, but when this is edifying to you. Now we're going to go to Luke, chapter 9, verse 26. So this is Luke, chapter 9, verse 26. And it reads, for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words. Just like the elders and apostles was talking about the grape doctrine this morning. Whoever shall be ashamed of why those laws were in place, if those things were to happen, that wasn't something often to happen. Most of the time, Israel was under the law, and they would tell the father, I want to possess your daughter. And we would go about it righteously. But if it didn't happen in that way, the great doctrine was set up. So if it happened a certain way, it could be judged accordingly to the law. But these pussy ass other cats and these pussy ass niggas out here don't understand that. But that's fine. You can die in that. We don't care. So verse 26, for whosoever shall be ashamed of me and of my words, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed, which is who? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. When he shall come in his own glory, not in our own, his own glory, and in his Father, and of the holy angels. See? And just like we see birds when they come in a wing in a V formation, the Lord's going to come in a V formation of perfection, in glory, in excellency. He's going to come down, and he's going to slay everybody in this motherfucker that doesn't believe in Yahweh Yahawashi. And he might have mercy on some of our family who don't believe in Yahweh Yahawashi for our faith. We don't know. We're going to see. But I'll tell you right now, to play with the power of the universe is not something you want to do. It's not something you want to get into. It's a bad ending the majority of the time. This is Mark chapter 8, verse 38. And it reads, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words, and this adulterous and sinful generation. And I was listening to another brother. Edom married this woman, right? And she is an adult porn star, okay? And he married this woman, and he allowed her to sleep with a Jake. That's getting Jake to go off to commit adultery. That's why we're not supposed to watch porn. Because Edom, he knows that if he gets some of these porn stars to marry them and then have them to have sex on camera, and you're watching that shit, it's like you're committing adultery. You see what I'm saying? It's all a system to get us to keep going off. Okay? And this is why we're not supposed to watch this kind of shit. You see? And we all have had problems with that in the past. I know I did in the past. I ain't gonna fucking lie. I ain't no liar. I don't watch porn in my days in the past. But now, since I came into the truth, and I done understood that this is how Edom was getting us to go off, man. We're not supposed to do that kind of shit, man. We're not supposed to get into shit like that. You know? Right? We all done dealt with that shit. But only some pussy ass niggas will lie and be like, no, I ain't never watched no porn. You know your punk ass don't watch porn, man. Quit lying, man. This place is an adulterous and fucked up generation, man. We gotta change the Yahawashi now, man. Fuck all that, man. We're not in here for that. And that's why I'm so glad that the Lord took me out of that. He took me out of that bullshit. He got me doing right. You know? And doing that, he said, look, man, I'm going to bless you with things that you wouldn't think I'll bless you with before the end of time. And that's what we hope. But that don't mean we ain't going to struggle. We still going to struggle. So I'm going to keep reading. So like it said, that adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he cometh in the glory of his Father, which is Yahawah, with the holy angels. See? We got to change, man. We can't be like these motherfuckers. Look, I just seen Edom driving in a nice-ass whip. He ain't got his fucking shirt on, man. These people don't fucking care. See, that's the spirit, man. These people don't fucking care about how they conduct themselves in front of Yahawashi, man. And we go off sometimes too, but we fucking care, man. We don't want to be like these people. The best revenge is to be nothing like your enemy. And who is your enemy? Yourself. Because I went and watched a movie, Atham. He had a movie. It was called Nefarious, right? And Nefarious was like the guy. He was like basically a murderer, and he was on death row. And he told the psychiatrist, he said, well, we can't get back at the Lord. The only way we can get back at the Lord is getting y'all to go off because He loves y'all. See? So that's why they try to get us to go off, because the Lord loves us. So that's the only way they can get back at the Heavenly Father and hurt Him. This ain't got nothing to do with us. This everything has to do with Yahawashi, man. Our bodies are not of our own. We don't own our bodies. These are not our bodies. These belong to Yahawashi, man. We don't deserve shit, but we get mercy. Why? Because He loves us. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 11. So this is Hebrews chapter 2, verse 11. And it reads, and for this cause the Most High shall send them. No, that's Thessalonians. The wind was blowing. It blew my page. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. Salaki. Ah, man. Gotta fix that page. Oh, Lord. Okay. I have to fix that page. So Hebrews chapter 2, verse 11. And it reads, for both He sanctifieth, for He that sanctifieth, and they who are sanctified are all of one. We are one body. The ones that cling to great millstone and the ones that are in great millstone. We don't listen to no other camps because they some bitch ass motherfuckers and they lying to the flock and they not sparing the flock and they don't care about the elect. For which cause He is not ashamed to call them brethren. Y'all are my brothers, man. We don't got to be next to each other, but in the spirit, we together, man. I get what's going on. We care about Yahawashi. We care about the brotherhood. We care about the Aqua. We care about everything that's concerning Yahawashi, the elect and the hopeful elect. If you really believe you that, and you trying to get your shit right, hey, we're going to do everything we can to keep you on that right track. That's us as men. That's our job. We got to do that so we can stay on track. Because I can't be somebody tell somebody else to stay on track and not be on track. It says cast the smoke out of thy eye first, and then you can cast it out of your brother's eye. And just like I was saying yesterday, we're supposed to be restraint, self-restraint when you get with a wife. You're not supposed to be all over the place. And that's dealing with that porn shit, man. We can't be watching that shit. That's how Esau Edom is getting a lot of our nation to commit adultery. Because they marrying those women and they have them out here sleeping with Jake, man. What's going on? Well, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. That's how we are over here. We deal with the things that Jake deals with, the things that Jake has a problem with. You know, at whatever time in their life, we're trying to get rid of that shit, man. We more honorable than that. You know? The Lord just putting the spirit on me to talk about it today because I know there's some brothers that's dealing with that, man. I know it is. That's why he told me to deal with it today. Because it was something that I used to deal with a long time ago. But ever since I got a rib, you know, and even before that, before I got a rib, I felt real bad about doing it because it was just like, it taints us as men, man. It's worshiping the Queen of Heaven, man. It ain't right, man. You gotta get out of that shit, man. That shit ain't no good. Now, it don't say that. It says that also it's lawful to sleep with a harlot. You can go sleep with a harlot. That's cool. Samson did. But just like when you look into Samson, what happened? He broke his covenant with Yahawashi. What happened to Solomon? He started sleeping with some of these women. They were virgins. And he broke off his covenant with Yahawashi. A lot of men have fallen for trying to be witty for women. You know, they're supposed to be for us. They're supposed to serve us. Not us go and worship and put our time into them because they look good. They're supposed to look out for us, man. So fuck all that, man. Fuck all that what they talking about. This about us and the Most High. We the ones that's on the battlefield. We can get slaved for the Most High. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but his men. And the women, of course, but that's him teaching his men how to treat them, how he treat us. He gave us mercy. So we're supposed to give them mercy. But we have to show an example to them that we're not here to fucking play around, man. We're not here to fucking play. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22. And this is kind of coming back to these people that are talking about, well, y'all don't catch the crowds. We don't give a fuck about the crowd. We give a fuck about the people who's going through this. Matthew chapter 10, verse 22, and it reads, and ye shall be hated of all men for my sake. All men. Not just some of them, all men. For my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So these people that's coming up on the comment board about elders and apostles with no respect, talking about, oh, I'm disappointed because y'all not getting enough of the crowd. Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck are you? If we counted on you to give us this truth and for us to follow Yahawashi, we wouldn't make it. You know? We wouldn't fucking make it. If we counted on people like that, talking about, I'm disappointed. Motherfucker, what have you done for Israel? You ain't done shit. Motherfucker got 19 videos. Motherfucker got 19 videos, man. He ain't done shit for Israel. Fuck that motherfucker. This is Matthew, chapter 24, verse 9. Hey, man, ain't no pussy-ass motherfuckers following Great Millstone for a long time. Ain't no pussy-ass motherfuckers in Great Millstone. It's only men. Matthew, chapter 24, verse 9. And it reads, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. Why? Because they fucking hate us. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So we're not here for recognition. We're not here for you to give a fuck. We're here for the elect. Because you know why? Because they give a fuck. We're going to read this from the brother, the water for the precept. This is James chapter 2, verse 18, and it reads, yea, a man must say, thou hast faith and have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. See? The water for the precept, bro. Yeah, man. You're right. We're going to show by our works, because faith without works is dead. And how we going to do that? By not being effeminate ass, bitch ass, pussy ass niggas, man. And there's a lot of bitch assness going on in Israel. But we don't give a fuck. That's their problem. This is Mark, chapter 13, verse 13. That's their fucking problem, bro. We're going to tell them a couple times, stop being a little bitch about it. Stop being a little weenie about it. I had to have one of the elders of the apostles. I had to have that one of the elders of the apostles, one of the big bros, tell me at a time, hey, man, gird your loins up. And he knew I was going through a hard time. He knew. And that's why he had mercy on me. He was like, man, I know you're going through some stuff, but don't cry on camera, man. That's what I did. I broke down one day because, you know, I came in the truth and like just thinking about, like, I love my mom and them, man. Just to think about them perishing, it fucked me up, man. But I didn't stop doing what the Lord told me to do, man. So I know I ain't no bitch. Just because I get weak or because you get weak or one of the men get weak don't mean we bitches, man. These motherfuckers some bitches, though, because they whining about some dumbass shit, man. We really got shit going on over here on this side. Like I said, this is Mark. Chapter 13, verse 13. And I done grown since that time. I done became a strong man. I don't give a fuck about nothing but Yahawashi, man. That comes first. I don't care, man, about nothing else. I don't care about publicity. I don't care about love. I don't care about none of that. I care about the love that I get from the brotherhood, but that's it. But that's a different type of love, because love is rebuke. And if you're not getting rebuked, that means what? If they just saying Shalom to water for selling the video, Shalom, Yahawashi, Barak, that means that we are in one accord with them. And that's a great thing, man, to not get no rebuke from them, man, and just get silence and Shalom. That means you doing right. Keep doing your work, man. That's what that means. That's love too. Keep going hard. Keep pushing. Because you're not making this about yourself. I'm going to read that Jeremiah 42, verse 1 in just a second. We're going to read Matthew or Mark chapter 13, verse 13. And it reads, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. See? Yahawashi has riddled these understandings that you ain't saved, man. We're not saved yet. But they still in the churches talking about they saved. But it's all throughout the New Testament and the Old Testament. Ain't nobody saved. We got to go through shit. So we're going to read this Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 2. And it reads, be not afraid of the king of Babylon, in whom ye are afraid. See, most of our people are afraid of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. We're not afraid of his bitch ass because he a bitch. Be not afraid of him, saith the Lord. For I am with you to save you and to deliver you from his hand. That's beautiful, brother. It's beautiful. This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 9. And when you go really look at the name Joshua, it really means Yahawashi. That was who he came back as at one time. Also, it's the order of Melchizedek, but we'll get into that later. So have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither thou be dismayed. For the Lord Yahawashi, thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest. Those are beautiful, brother. The water for the precepts. Yeah, you know, everywhere we go, that's where he at. And the Lord ain't no bitch, man. He's not no weenie, man. He's an austere man. He's not playing. Guess what? We're not fucking playing. We don't need the recognition. If it comes to the point to where somebody feels afflicted and they feel like disrespected because of how we talk, and they do something to afflict me, great job. It's making me learn that it's affecting your ass. you're a bitch ass nigga, and you're not supposed to be in Israel. So we don't give a fuck if people are offended. We want you to be offended, so you can know this word is a double-edged sword, and it will cut your ass. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. Shit, they cut us. We found out that we was the bottom of the earth. We was over here trying to live like Esau Edom, but we all fucking got our money together and shit, you know? They cut us, but we healed those wounds through these words. We said, all right, yeah, we fucked up. Well, what else? What else, Lord? What else? We still here, Lord. What else you wanted us to know? What else? That's the hope for elect, man. We're here. It was Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And it reads, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb. What's a proverb? A dark saying, a riddle. They look at us like we're a fucking puzzle that they can't solve, because they can't solve us. They can't understand the counsel of Yahawah, Yahawashi. And a byword, what's that? They call it sphinx, spooks, porch monkeys, wet bags, and savages. What that stand for? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, man. Bywords. Among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. And we here. It's a blessing that we understand this. It's a curse that they don't. Because they sacrifice the one thing that they know that they sacrificed the one thing that they didn't know that was going to put them in a trick bag, man. They don't understand that. Just like it said in that movie, too. The same movie that I brought up earlier. The demon that was in that guy, he was like, if we would have knew we wouldn't have sacrificed the carpenter, we wouldn't have did that if we wouldn't have known what it was going to cause. He'd even say that in the scriptures. We ain't going to bring that up. We're going to stay on topic. We're going to do Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. And it reads, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? You see, we become an enemy to 2/3 and the rest of the nation just because we ain't no bitch ass motherfuckers and we tell you what's up. We the problem? We're gonna find out. No, they the problem, man. They the problem, Akim and Akwaf. They the problem. Verse 17, they zealously affect you, but not well. They would exclude you that ye might affect them. Verse 18, but it is good to be zealously, which means like brave, man. Affected always in a good thing. See, so it's a good thing to be affected by these demons. And not only when I am present with you. See? See? This is a great thing. We are underdogs for Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Because we fucking their ass up in the spirit. They don't get it, man. And they not going to get it. And we're going to keep making sure that we put on that image of the elect so we can keep bugging their ass out and having them out here fucking livid about our shit, mad about our shit. We want them to be mad. We want them to not like us. Because the Lord said, woe unto those who everybody calls good. That's the same thing they said to the false prophets, man. Fuck that. This is Luke chapter 14, verse 11. And it reads, but whosoever exalted himself shall be ashamed, or shall be abased. Salakia. Abased, which means brought low. So whoever over here exalted himself, who's doing that? The churches, the other camps, IUIC, they riding around on a horse, having Edomite bitches follow them around. That's the ones who have exalted themselves on this earth right now. They are going to be abased. They are going to get judged. And he that humble himself shall be exalted. Who's that? Great millstone. That's why it says they hated the man that rebuketh at the gate. They hated me. They hate great millstone because they are not lifting themselves up. They're only lifting the name of Yahawashi. They're not accepting no bribery. You can't bribe the prophets, man. You can't bribe the chosen men of the Lord. And we were called, you were chosen, so we don't know if we were chosen, but we're going to do it like we was chosen. To put on that image of the elect for Yahawashi, so we can help his purpose, not our own. That's why I said lean not on your own lean not on your own understanding in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. You know? We got to lean on our own understanding. So this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 4. Just checking, make sure you ain't put no more precepts in. I'll throw them out there for y'all. So it's Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 4. And it reads, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. When I came into the truth, I was changed to a lower state. I was brought to a lower position in my life. I was at Amazon making $1,000 a week. I was doing good. I had a car, you know, I had a lot of things. I had a couple little effort women hollering at me. I had a couple things, you know. But my life is better now than it was, man. Way better. I actually got a woman that give a fuck about me and not just what my status is, you know, and that's willing to go out of her way for me instead of me doing the opposite. You know, I don't got a car no more, but I wouldn't got a bike. So now I'm in a position to be able to stay exercising. You know, I got real people around me, man. The Lord took me out of that because that was going to lead to my destruction, man. I was going to be comfortable like 2/3. He made me come out of that. And on top of that, a court case that I was dealing with, he delivered me out of that, man. I could have did 5 years for nothing, some shit I did 5 years ago. And the Lord delivered me out of that. And they still look at me like I'm the underdog. I'm like, hey, man, you think we the underdog, you're going to find out. We're not the underdog over here, man. We're blessed to be in this position. We're blessed. Why would the Lord say, he's going to raise us up in the last day and then say, be patient when you're changed to a lower state? He's doing that so he can raise you up. So when you get there, you don't forget who put you there. Which is Yahawashi, man. This is Romans. Chapter 12, verse 16. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 16. And it reads, be of the same mind, one toward another. See? What does that mean? We're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be soldiers for Yahawashi. It means many other things as well. But it means to love your brothers as yourself. Love thy neighbor as thyself, man. And what's love? Rebuke. Because it better be us to reason with each other. What Yahawashi is saying, instead of him saying, no, I'm tired of this, brother. I'm finna judge his ass. You know? Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. And Lord willing, hey, but Bahasham, brother, if you can go find that word condescend in the blue letter and post it on the comment board, hey, that will be the water for you. You know, just to give people a better understanding. The water, if you got the time to do it. The men of low estate, be not wise in your own conceit. See? We're not supposed to be wise like we know what's going on. We didn't get this from us. We would have been out here lost. Would have been out here led astray. It wouldn't have been for Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Let's sharpen in each other's strengths. You know, iron sharpens iron. Lord brought us out here to sharpen each other, to keep each other ready for Jacob's trouble, which is in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. And it reads, but unto them, well, verse 25, Salakia, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men. You see? And the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men. See? So for us to be men in this day who are underdogs to the rest of the world, that's more wise than being one of these guys. You know? They look at it like submission. They act like being submissive here is weak to Yahawashi. They think being submissive to Yahawashi and his order is weak, but that's strong to the Lord. Verse 27, verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. It's our job. It's what we're supposed to be doing on a regular basis. Verse 28. The base things of this world, because they're the basis of men, they're carnal minded. That's why he told the serpent they will be bases of men, carnal minded. And base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen. To do what? Fulfill prophecy. He chose the basis of men to rule over us, to show us that he can put whoever he wants in rulership. And then he put us on the basis of men to show us our transgressions. so we can understand what wickedness is and why not to do it, man. You know, that's the whole point of it. So, like I said, which are despised, which is great millstone, they despise. That's why they chose great millstone. Because they weak compared to the rest of the earth. They think they don't know what they talking about. But they the strongest. Yea, and things which are not, to bring to not things that are. So he bring us here to make what? Make sure this place get destroyed. Make sure these people think that we a fucking game, not a fucking game. And make sure these pussy ass motherfuckers realize who the men of the Lord are. That's what we're here for. Verse 29, that no flesh should glory in his presence. And we're not here glorying in our own name. We're here to glory in the name of Yahawah Rawchaa. The name of Yahawah we know is the Heavenly Father, who everybody ignorantly calls God. And Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel, who everybody ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And they say he is so-called white man, but he's from the tribe of Judah, and he is so-called Negro. That's why they killed him, and they wanted to eat the Edomites, the so-called Romans, they basically the Romans, the so-called white man, to rule the earth. And they act like they know what the Bible's talking about. They don't know shit. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 17. And it reads, and the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of man shall be made low. And the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day, man. In that day, Yahawah Shemel-Shai, the only thing that will be exalted by the entire earth. And 2/3 of our people and the rest of the nations are going to exalt him by bowing down to the slaughter. Lord willing, we're the ones who will do it to the end and we get out of here, man. Lord willing. This is First Chronicles, chapter 29, verse 11. So this is First Chronicles. Chapter 29, verse 11. And it reads, thine, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty, for all that is in the heaven and in the earth is thine. Thine is the kingdom, O Lord, and thou art exalted as head above all. See, the Lord will be exalted above everything on the face of the planet. That's why we're not here to exalt ourselves like these other camps. That's why we're not here going against the word of Yahawah Yahawashi like these other camps. Job, chapter 5, verse 11. Jake always got to say, Jake want to say amen, but he ride when he saw he was a so-called white man, and he ain't really in the scriptures. So that's why when they say, because you know how we say Aman. This is all things to show that people don't really know the word. You see? But this was the way the Lord confounded the world and kept us hidden. So when people see us, they think we serving the same God they serve. No, we not. Our God ain't no bitch. Job chapter 5, verse 11. So Job chapter 5, verse 11. And it reads, let's start at 8. I would seek unto the Most High, and unto the Most High would I commit my cause. See, we do this for Yahweh Shai. Verse 9, which doeth great things and unsearchable. You cannot search out Yahweh Shai. So the fact that we know these things, we didn't search for them. The Lord gave them to us. Marvelous things without number. That's these precepts. Who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the field, to set up on high those that be low, and those which mourn may be exalted to safety. That's why we're not supposed to be acting like we're having fun here. That's why we're not supposed to be enjoying this place. This is why the Lord keeps us low, so he can bring us to safety during Jacob's trouble. There's reasons for these things. This is Job, chapter 24, verse 24. Gonna move up a little bit. And it reads, well, you know what? Yeah, we'll just start right there. We don't want to get too much into it. This verse 24, it reads, they are exalted for a little while. It's talking about the wicked, but are gone and brought low. They are taken out of the way as all others, and cut off as the tops of the ears of corn. See? Verse 25. And if it not be so now, and it is, who will make me a liar and make my speech nothing worse? So either IUIC and ISUPK and all these bitch ass other camps is lying, and GMS is telling the truth, or GMS is telling the truth, and ISUPK and all the motherfuckers is liars, man. You do the math. You do the calculation. Because Jake like numbers. Jake like money, right? Well, you show me the money. The Lord said he would hate, the people would hate the chosen men of the Lord for his name's sake. Who's hated? Great Millstone, man. What don't you see? Those are the men of the Lord. Job, chapter 36, verse 7. Gonna move up a little bit more. And it reads, he withdraws not his eyes from the righteous. And that's why it says he's trying us in this fire. He's steady turning us in this affliction, seeing how we gonna buck, seeing how we gonna bold, seeing we're ready for Jacob's trouble before he initiates it. But with kings, are they on the throne? Starting with the elders and apostles of great millstone. Yea, he doeth establish them forever, and they are exalted. Why? Because they have made themselves low across men. He even said Yahawashi made himself poor for us and made himself a servant for us. And it says the servant is no greater than his master. So what do you think we're doing? We are following in the footsteps of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is Psalm chapter 13, verse 2. And it reads, how long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? This is King David talking to the Most High. So if King David is our king, okay, which was, of course, Yahawashi Yahawashi is over him, how much more should we be in sorrow in our minds, which is your heart? We in sorrow because of what we going through in this world, and because Yahawashi Yahawashi is not exalted yet, so we're not happy here. Like it says, it said, how long windy out here, my page moved. So it said, how long, having sorrow in my heart daily, how long shall my enemy be exalted over thee? See? The enemy is exalted over us right now. Which means what? They brought high. What does that mean? They're going to be brought low. Because we are the underdogs of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. That's why we're here. It's going to be the biggest upset in history. So big, it ain't going to be no more evil left. Psalm chapter 46, verse 10. And it reads, be still. Talking about in the spirit. Be still. Wait. Be still. And know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. It's coming. And we amped up. We pumped up over here. We over here jogging in place. You know, we ready for Yahawashi Yahawashi to come back here, man. We ready to get the fuck out of here. But we gonna wait till then. We're gonna stay steadfast. We're not gonna stop doing this work, Lord willing. Well, this is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 16. So it's Isaiah chapter 5, verse 16. And it reads, but the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment. 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 See? And the Most High that is holy shall be sanctified in righteousness. What's righteousness? Judgment on the wicked, man, and bringing his chosen men to glory. The 144,000 elect, Lord willing, we part of that number. Lord willing, we even part of the honorable multitude. Lord willing, what we doing, Bahasham and Yahawashi is pleased, man, because this is an unpayable debt. We cannot repay Bahasham and Yahawashi for everything that he has done for us. Things that no man has even thought of. It's not repayable. It's only mercy that we even receive this understanding. Acts chapter 2, verse 33. And it reads, therefore, being by the right hand of the Most High exalted, see, we're the right hand of the Lord. Left hand of the Lord is the demonic side. That's the right hand, that's the left hand with Satan. Satan is over there. This is the left hand of the Most High, right? Therefore, being by the right hand of the Most High exalted, and having received of the Father, the promise of the Holy Spirit. When it says in the Bible, it says ghost, well, it was changed. It's supposed to say Spirit, the Holy Spirit. The Rawchaa Qadash, he hath shed forth this, which ye now see and hear spiritually, man. We see it and we see it and we hear it spiritually. And the rest of the nation, they don't understand this truth. They can't. It's not for them. What did Jake say? How you gonna hate outside the club and you can't even get in? Why? Because thus saith the Lord. They supposed to hate. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. And it reads, think not that I am come to destroy the law. What's the law? The Old Testament, man. Now in the Old Testament, there's 613 laws. Now we only are basically trying to follow 612 of them to the best of our abilities. Because the 613th law was animal sacrificing. But now we're that sacrifice. That's why I talked about Cornelius getting those unclean animals from Peter, or from Peter in Rome. We are those animals that we're bringing across to be sacrificed, the first of his flock. You see, that's what he needed from Abel, the first fatling of his flock. That's why some of the elect are gonna have to die and get beheaded for this truth. Because that's the same way it happened in the days of old. The Lord don't change. It's got to go down like that. Some of us gonna have to pay for this. You know, some of us gonna have to taste that cup. But the Lord's gonna put the Spirit on us to be ready for it. See? So I don't think that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Verse 18, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one tittle shall not no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. So everything has to be destroyed first before we inherit the kingdom, before we get to the heavenly places of Yahawashi. Everything's got to come across. Everything's got to play out. People eating their own children, cannibalism, famine, pestilence. These are things that we must be prepared for. That's why we're not out here like IUIC or ISUPK. And I'm just a follower. So if I'm not out here acting like them, you know damn well all I listen to is Great Millstone. And that's what we here too, to get you to see that Great Millstone, those are those men, man. That's them. And we're going to follow them to the death over here. In my lot, we're going to follow them to the death. James chapter 4, verse 12. So this is James chapter 4, verse 12, and it reads, there is one lawgiver who is able to save and to destroy. That's Yahawashi. I know damn Jesus Christ, man. Who art thou judgest another? So when we out here rightly dividing the word of truth, we're not judging you off our own understanding. We're judging you by the ways of Yahawashi. That's why we boast in it. We like, oh, you gonna pay for that if you keep doing that shit, because we know what the Lord said, man. We know what the Lord said, and we know He's not playing. He's not fucking playing, man. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 3. So this is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 3. I'm going to read it down a little bit. And it reads, the integrity. Integrity. Men are supposed to have integrity. Fucking balls. We are not effeminate. Integrity of the upright shall guide them. But the perverseness of the transgressors shall destroy them. And that's why we're not supposed to be rooted in this world and doing shit like 2/3, man. We're not supposed to be acting like them, man. We are not like them. Verse 4, riches profit not in the day of wrath. So all these people collecting gold, silver, anything, whatever, it's not going to profit them. You know, without Yahawashi. But righteousness delivereth from death. So it says be of the world, but not of the world. So yeah, some of us got money, you know, trying to save up a little bit of money or whatever that we can do. But it's not like them. We're not counting on it. It's like, you know, when you go to Walmart and you get a nice cell phone, a throwaway cell phone, like one of the Go phones, like it can be thrown away. It can be, it's just a phone. You know, it's not like you got a big plan on it. It's not $1,000 phone. It's not $1,000 phone. You're doing $100 payments on a month. It's just like you know, you paying about $60 a month on it. You spend a couple $100 on it, maybe 120, 130. That's how we supposed to think about like this world. We'll get something. It looks like a little, presentation is big to jail. So we'll get something. It look nice, but it's a throwaway, man. We don't need this shit. Verse 5, the righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. That's why we say the enemy, the greatest enemy is yourself. It's yourself against yourself. And it's the best thing, best revenge is to be nothing like the enemy, which is what? Yourself. You got to get rid of your old flesh. And they show it in all the movies. Like when you go watch, they had the new Spider-Verse, right? Well, basically, all the Spider-Mans, all their people die, right? All of them die. They got somebody special in their life, they die. That represents their flesh. Them still relying on their purpose and what they want. They want everybody to have a happy ending. But it don't work like that. There has to be a sacrifice. Somebody got to suffer. You see? And the Spider-Man in the movie, he tried to not do that, and he tried to keep them people around, and he ended up in the whole wicked ass world. You see? We got to do it by the way Yahawashi. There has to be a sacrifice, and we got to be that sacrifice for Yahawashi. Starting with ourselves. That's defeating ourselves. You see? So this is verse 6. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. Verse 7. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perisheth. See? We need Yahawashi because he is the one who carries the light. We can't do this without him. All our righteousness comes from him. The righteous, verse 8, is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. See? What it means by it comes in that stead, those are the ones that are going to be led to the slaughter. Those are the ones that are going to be destroyed because they don't want to take heed to the doctrine. Verse 9, and hypocrite, we don't want to be that. We don't want to be hypocrites. With his mouth destroys his neighbor. Who's his neighbor? Your brother. Your brother's next to you. You want to see them make it. Because if they make it, it's more like chance you might make it. You know? But through knowledge shall the just be delivered. And then what does it say? It says through wisdom and knowledge is what's going to be the stability in these times, man. So through this knowledge of Yahawashi is the only way we getting out of here, man. The only way. Verse 10, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth. And when the wicked perisheth, there is shouting. See? We're going to be happy when the wicked gone, man. We'll be happy when they out of here. So, Salaki, if my it's acting kind of weird, it's hot out here. By the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. For now, just for now, because it's got to be that way so we can be brought low, so we can be brought up. It's all part of the plan. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. So it's the 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. And it reads, for we know that if our earthly house, if this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. So that's why two-thirds can't understand what we're doing. This is a house not built with hands. You know? This is built by the Spirit. Your spirit being built up. That's why we out here doing this in the middle of 92-degree weather, 108-degree weather. This is church. This is where we're supposed to be at. You know? This is where we feel alive again. Because the rest of this world is dead, man. But we are alive in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Got about 5 more precepts. I'm going to close out. This is John chapter 16, verse 7. So this is John chapter 16, verse 7. And it reads, nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient, which means necessary, for you that I go away. For if I not go away, the Comforter, which is these precepts, will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. It's had to happen. We had to be brought low so he can send us a comforter, lift us up, and we can go home forever, man. It's a beautiful story. It's the most beautiful story ever. Ain't no movie, ain't no nothing Esau Edom talking about to compare to the joy and understanding and judgment and mercy of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. It's the greatest movie of all time, man. And we give it double honors over here to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man. They're the ones who led us here to worship Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi the correct way. Psalms chapter 20, verse 5. And it reads, we will rejoice in thy salvation, and in the name of our power, which is the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we will set up our banners. The Lord fulfill all thy petitions. So everything that we bring across, that we ask for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that's in righteousness, shall be fulfilled. The Lord will guide those who he loves. And those who he loves, he'll have them out here doing this, serving his name to the death. Psalms chapter 145, verse 19. And it reads, he will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. And this is our desire, to serve Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. That's all we were born for. This is what we were born to do, or we wouldn't be doing it for free. This is what we want to do. We love doing this, man. This is beautiful, man. You know? Anyways, he will also hear their cry and will save them. Verse 19, he will fulfill the desire of them. Oh, wait, verse 20. The Lord preserveth all them that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy. And this is the faith and the patience of the saints of Yahawah and Yahawashi. We wait for him to take these motherfuckers out. We're going to stay here because we love them. Through these troubles and work with our patience so he can take them out and we can wait. The Lord, hey, he's been waiting to destroy the wicked. He's going, he's not just going to just destroy them. He's going to fuck them up real slow. Okay? They're not going to get an easy way out. They're going to be destroyed real slow. They're going to die and they're going to come back and they're going to be put in slavery for 1,000 years. Esau, he's going to die again real slow. Okay? You understand what patience is once the Lord gets done judging the wicked. He's got patience. He's been waiting to fuck their ass up. Okay? He's been waiting a very long time. This is Acts chapter 13, verse 22. So this is Acts chapter 13, verse 22. Trying to make sure ain't nobody put no precepts out, okay? Acts chapter 13, verse 22. And it reads, and when he removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king, and to whom also he gave testimony, and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after mine own heart, who shall fulfill all my will. Which is what? To bring across Yahawah and Yahawashi, to make sure that this mission is completed. We couldn't have did this without him. We couldn't have did this without Yahawah and Yahawashi. We can't do nothing without him. Now, Romans chapter 13, verse 4. We got two precepts after this. We're going to close out. So this is Romans chapter 13, verse 14. It reads, bless them which persecute you. Bless and curse not. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. See, I don't mean that we can't curse the wicked. You know, we can even curse 2/3. But what it means by blessing the ones who persecute you is because why? Because we know they're in their lot. We know they're in their lot, and we know that we're in their lot. And it says to pray for them, not for their good. So they can learn what? Judgment. That's love with Israel. We want learn from your mistakes, just like we did. So you quit playing with the Lord, get your shit right. Verse 16, be the same mind one toward another, mind not high things, but consent to men of low estate, be not wise in your own conceit. Recompense, verse 17, to no man evil for evil. See, it's the Lord's the one supposed to do that. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. See? And that's to put out the rest of that precept that I did earlier. You know? That's how it's supposed to be. So it's Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Verse 17, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. We can't be like our own fleshly self. We got to be better than that, man. We got to come out and be righteous men to the best of our ability. We're going to go off still, but some stuff, hey, we can completely cut that out. We ain't got to deal with it. Galatians chapter 6, verse 2, and we done. Waterfall who came and tuned in. Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Barak, Atham. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. Bear ye another one's burdens, and so fulfill the law of the Mashiach. Yahawashi, Yahawashi. That's our main thing. And what's that? To be abased so we can be lifted up. That's one of the main things that we got to focus on. Keep ourselves checked and make sure that we are not glorifying ourselves. The Lord willing to set upon to the flock, the water for all the precepts, brother. One came across with the precepts. I want to give all praise to Yahawah. Bahasham, Yahawashi. Bahasham, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who led me to this truth. It's been ordained by the Lord. Teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and so forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we be part of that number. Lord willing, to be edifying those who fear the name of the Lord. Strive to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. Judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5, and it's not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9, and it's unto a ring. 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 42. So while Ball, hopefully we can get out of here soon. If not, Lord willing, we'll be able to exalt the name of Yahawashi another day. DTA, brother, Ball. Water for tuning in. And Lord willing, Yahawashi stays blessed and dwells within your houses, which is us. Shalom, Wa Baba Ball, water for tuning in. Shalom.